zeros. Okay? So make sure that you're showing up on time to take the quizzes. Throughout the semester, we'll have about 12 to 15 quizzes. Right? I'm only going to take your best 10. So if you miss a couple, that's okay. You have a couple to drop, but don't miss too many because we're only going to take the top 10. So anything less than 10, you're still out of 100 points. You're just getting some zeros. Makeup quizzes will only be considered on a case-by-case basis, provided you have a reason for not being there. Okay, if you're not going to show up for class because you work too late, that's unfortunately not a valid reason for not coming to class. This class is at 10 o'clock in the morning, and unless you're going to bed at 5:30 in the morning, you should be able to make this class. Okay. In-class exams, there will be two major in-class exams. The class is broken into effectively 3 parts. The first part is on the descriptive statistics sub. Covers the first 4 chapters of the book. That exam will take place around the end of September, give or take a couple days. The second exam covers probability. That exam will take place typically before Thanksgiving break. And then the last third of the class will be devoted to combining statistics and probability together, sort of reading how they play nicely together, and the majority of that material will show up on the final exam. In-class exams are closed book, closed note, closed neighbor. With the desk space we have available, that may take some doing, but we will find a way to make that work. The in-class exams cover the homework and the lecture material. Okay, so we're looking at problems that were tested on the homework and problems that are related loosely to what we do in lecture. Each exam is worth 100 points. If you're not going to be here, again, let me know. I need to know why you're not here so that I can help you schedule a makeup if necessary. Final exam. The final exam is comprehensive. It will cover everything we went through for the whole semester. Typically, a good portion of that exam will be devoted to the last third of the material. And so, comprehensive with a slant towards the last third of the course. The final exam has already been scheduled. It's for Wednesday, December 15th. Mark that in your calendars. Tell your parents, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, whoever you have to tell not to schedule you to go home early, because that's the day the exam is. All right? I will not give this exam early under any circumstances. Okay? If you're not going to be here on the 15th, then you better plan on being here the 16th, because that's when the makeup exam is. And that makeup exam was only given for a good reason. I shot my arm off. I couldn't make it to class. Okay, makeup exam on the 16th. All right, final exam worth 125 points. Final thing here, grading scale. The grading scale depicts sort of where your final grade is looking at, depending upon your percentage in the course. Lowest passing grade in this class is a 55%. That's the lowest passing grade. Anything less than a 55% is an F. That being said, there are a few majors on campus that require you to get a C in this class. One of them is nursing. I think psychology is one of those. I'm not sure of the other ones. Those are the 2 that I know for a fact. Lowest C, and again, for those programs, a C is a straight C. Not a C minus, straight C. The lowest C that I will give is a 69%. Okay, so if you fall into one of those categories that has to have a C in this class, you get at least a 69%. Do whatever you need to do to make sure at the end of the semester you have your 69%. Academic integrity, basically this says don't cheat, don't attempt to cheat, don't let me ever catch you trying to cheat. If I have reason to believe that you are cheating, and there is any evidence to the support of that, you will be removed from the class with an F. Okay. I've only had to do that once. I would prefer not to have to do that again. All right. The last page here lists some important dates. dates on the left-hand column are administrative, last date to withdraw, last day to drop, last day of classes, and final exam. And the second column here indicates days where we will not have class. Okay? September 6th will be the first no class day. Don't show up because I won't. Right. Finally, on the last page are some additional opportunities for you to get extra help in case you need it. Office hours, study groups, etc., etc. One of the big ones that I need to focus on is students with disabilities of some type. If you have some sort of learning disability, if you are legally blind, or if you have some sort of dyslexia or something, I need to know that in order to make accommodations for you. In order for me to know that, you have to talk with Dan Falk. Dan Falk is the Assistant Dean of Students and other various things. His office, if I'm not mistaken, is in Sutton. If you have a diagnosed disability of some kind, you need to contact him so that he can outline what kind of accommodations need to be made so that I can get that information and make sure that they're available to you. All right. Let's see, if you have needs of other help being if you're depressed, if you're test anxiety, those kind of things, we have counseling services available. You can contact them through Dan Falk's office as well. If you feel the need that you have need for these services, go ahead and contact them. All right. Let's see. Also some tutoring available. We have only one tutor. That tutor is located in Sutton Hall. I don't know their hours right now. They have not posted those yet. But if you have need for a tutor, you're not getting something, you want a little bit of extra help, feel free to contact them. Okay, if you have a need for lots of extra help, contact Tammy Pullins. She'll contact me and we'll see if we can set you up with a peer tutor, a one-on-one tutor, someone who can work with you on a more regular basis to understand the material as we go through it. Okay. All right. That is the syllabus. Let's see. Any questions over this material before I take roll? No? Everyone's happy with everything? Close enough? Some of you I recognize.
Yeah.
Some of you I don't. If I say your name incorrectly, if I butcher your name, I'm probably going to do it the whole semester. I apologize in advance. If I call your name and you want to go by something else, let me know. I'll do the best I can to have your names memorized either correctly or incorrectly before next week sometime, but I can't guarantee that. Okay, go through this. If I don't call your name, also let me know. Trey Brutton.
Burton.
Go through the first class. Chris Copeland. All right, Chris. Taylor Holman. Chrissy Herman. Adam Homer. Thomas Holman. Raleigh Hughes. Where are we at here? Rutendo. Kylie. Kudra? Kadera? Kudra? Brady May. Samuel McDaniel.
I'll go by Sam.
Just want to go by Sam? What's wrong with the name? Just don't like it. It's too old. It's too old. Alright. Alexander Munoz. Alexander? Either one. Kim Russo. Rodney Rowley. Jordan. Siderio?
Silario.
Siderio? Rudes? Okay. I'll butcher that again. William Stone.